The Life of How Pauline Cushman Took a Stand in History by Kelsey Jury. Miss Major Cushman took a stand in history by inspiring women that they could have the same occupations as males. She actively pursued and achieved her goals of being an actor. Pauline's original name was Harriet Wood, that is, until she legally changed it to Pauline Cushman. She was born on June 10, 1833, in New Orleans, Louisiana. Her family later moved to Grand Rapids. Her father, a Spaniard, worked as a dry goods merchant, whereas her mother was a French lady. Pauline had 7 other siblings. At age 18, she left her family and moved to New York to pursue her acting career. On February 7, 1853, she married Charles Dickens, and together they moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where they had 2 children. Their names were Charles Jr. and Ida. After her husband died in December of 1862, Pauline left her children with her sister and moved back to New York to continue her acting career. While touring a Union-controlled area, 2 Union officers, Colonel Spear and J.H. Blincoe, that were also Confederate sympathizers, approached her. Spies of the Civil War were often recruited to find out the enemy's battle plans, but other strategies were also used in the conflicts between the Union and the Confederacy. She was offered $300 to make a toast to the Confederacy. She reported it to Federal Provost Marshal, a Union sympathizer, who told her to play along. At the end of one of her performances, she said, "Here's to Jeff Davis and the Southern Confederacy," and said, "May the South always maintain her honor and her rights." She was then kicked out of the theater, but she was now popular in the South. She was offered a job as a Union spy. Knowing that she could be hung, she did it anyways. She would go to Confederate camps and dress up as a male soldier to gather information. She would also eavesdrop when dressed as a woman. Pauline managed to discover General Bragg's battle plans, which she hid in her shoe. Unfortunately, she was acting suspicious and caught attention of the Confederate soldiers who searched her and found the battle plans. Pauline Cushman was convicted and sentenced to hang by General Bragg. While waiting to be hung, she became sick, which caused her hanging to be delayed. Meanwhile, the Union Army invaded Shelbyville, Tennessee, and the Confederates left, leaving Pauline behind. The Union found her and freed her. Pauline was too well known to go back to being a spy. For serving her country, she was awarded the Brevet Major Award by Abraham Lincoln. Pauline started touring after that and telling about her stories. Pauline married again in 1872, but he died shortly after their marriage. In 1886, Pauline's children died of sickness. She met another man in Santa Cruz, they got married, then they divorced later on. By 1892, she was in poverty. Pauline became addicted to pain medication and overdosed, causing her to die in 1897.